Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creation. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. For those of you new, welcome. Scraps. I'm still trying to deal with scraps. And I'm also trying to use up paper that I've had forever. You know, at one time I broke it down. I took the 12 by 12 and broke them down to 5 by 5 and 5 by 7 pieces to use them up, because those are generally the sizes that I like to do my journals in. So this way I've got quite a bit of background papers. But you get to the point where you're just tired of using them, or you get too many scraps laying around. So what I did, I cut a lot of circles from, as you see, coffee dyed paper. And you notice the circles are connected. Well, some are, some aren't. Like, that one's not, and these two. But we're still going to use those. All I did was, when I went in to make the cut, is I folded my paper so that, now this is a 2-inch circle cut. So you want your paper at least 4.5. And don't take it all the way in. You want to take it just, let me see, I've got another piece here. This is 5.5 by 5.5. And I'm looking at the pattern direction. Make sure that if it's got a pattern. Now this will give you a front and back. On one side, the letters will go the right way. The other side, not so much. So I'm going to put this in, and I'm not taking it all the way down to there, but as close as possible without going through. And then what I have is a circle like that, sort of like a connected circle. Now this reminds me of the globe maps. So, but that's what I did on all of these. All right, let me move these out of the way, because then I did the same thing with coffee dyed paper. Let me see, do I have, where's the one that I had finished one. Where did I put it? I can't find it. Oh. Silly me. These little circles we are making will go great over the edge of a paper or a page in your book. And they'll have leaves in them, so that you can jot down little notes, little memories in them, and stick them over the page. Now, if you want, you can secure that with a decorative paper clip. And you tell I've done this video already once today, and I got interrupted. Now, what you want to do is you want to take 2 of these, and then with just a really fine layer of glue, or bead of glue, I want just in that crease. Now, I'm going to match folds, and then fold it over, and straighten the papers so that everything is, you know, in the right area. Now, I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Just a little bit of glue. Am I getting, I can't see if the glue's coming out. All right, there we go. Just a little bit of glue. And then take that same folded area and put it inside there. Close it up and adjust it so that everything sits in that one crease. And there is our little book. Let's see how many. All right, 1, 2. I'm going to do this very simple, very easy. And it's a good way to use up your scraps. Now, the inside does not have to be, I gotta clean that top. The inside does not have to be coffee dye paper. It can be any type of paper you have. I just happen to have a piece of scrap coffee dye paper, so that's what I'm using. Use what you have. A little bead of glue. Match up those creases. Set that way. Then I'm going to come in here with the cover. Well, I think I got to clean my nozzle on here. All right, there it is. Put that together. And you can make these. Now, as you see, you've got an overlap here. Don't worry about that. Overlaps are fine. Let's see. Instead of that one, because I got 3 left, let's do the one that I cut all the way through. So again, I put that there. I'm going to line that one up. And I'm going to go ahead and do a 3rd one while I'm holding it here. And is that? Yeah, there's glue there. For some reason, my glue bottle is just not wanting to cooperate. Now, I've got those done. But you notice we did 3 on here. Excuse me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. I don't know why my glue, it's almost like it's too thick to come out. Never had that happen before. All right, where, and I'm putting these to where either way you look at it, it'll be right side. I'm going to try and get my videos, especially the ones on the New Journal, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That way, you know, it's a designated time, especially with, you know, we've got Mother's Day coming up, then Father's Day, and all the summer holidays. So now we still have the inside. Let's see, did I put, right, there's 1, 2, yeah, 3. So oh, my neighbor was out doing yard work, and I think he stirred up the last of the pollen. So I'll put that down. Make sure that that's folded. Now, you see there is, it is being held on with, by the middle sections. And then you have your outer. Just make sure that pages aren't all sticking together. And that's the way you can do it if you do the complete circles. Now, the finishing touch. See, I've already done the inking there, it looks like, on that one. But I'm going to come around the edge. And then do the back. And what that will do is it will hit the edge on some of these. So it'll give it a more, I don't want to use the word rustic, It'll give it a more vintage look. Now, remember we have that white edge there? It disappears. A little bit of ink can work magic. There goes that one, and finally this one here. Get it inked up. We'll go around this side. And there. Oh. So now we have, let's see, which, that would be the front because the words go in the right direction. Whereas because we had flipped it over, that would be upside down. But still, who's gonna notice? The only one that's gonna know is you, because you're the one that created it. So in instances like that, as far as people know, you did it on purpose. That's your perfect creativity. This one here, I used a piece of a map, and I've got my little pages inside. And then this one was the one we had the 2 circles on. The 2 separate ones. And we have the same, even though we used an extra page on here, because we used 3 instead of 2, that gave us a place to glue the front and back covers. There's the back and there's the front. Easy peasy, a great way to add just that little something to your journal. Now, you don't have to use a 2-inch circle punch if you have a big heart punch or whatever. With the heart punch, where the very top of the heart, where this is upside down, you would want the 2 tips of the heart. If the heart goes like this, you want the 2 tops to have that fold so that you can open it up. And then I've got my spare. So you can also use these as wraparounds on your pages. Move these over. You can have the booklet itself like that. You can use these as a wraparound embellishment, and you can even just wrap it around there, put glue on one side, and use it as a belly band. So many uses for circles in our journals. Good to have them. Like I said, you can do them with the hearts. Any other, I would definitely go with at minimum a 2-inch punch. Just leaving, although with a square you'd have to leave the one side folded, but still great little things to add to our journals. So if you like what I shared with you today, give me a thumbs up, hit that bell notification, and I think our next the next video for in our journal will be Tuesday. I'm trying to get them in the queue. So the first couple of ones, if I make a mistake in days and stuff, please forgive me. I'll get used to this. I'm learning. Doing YouTube videos is a learning process, even for someone of my age. So until next time, bye guys.